Imagine walking into a job interview, not alone, but with your parent by your side. For many Gen Z workers, this is the new normal. A staggering 77% of them bring their parents to job interviews, according to a recent survey. But here's where it gets interesting. This parental involvement doesn't stop at the interview stage. In fact, it's just the beginning of a long and intricate dance between Gen Z workers, their parents, and their employers. But is this level of parental involvement a good thing, or does it undermine the independence and credibility of young workers? Let's dive into the details and explore the implications of this phenomenon. The survey, conducted by ResumeTemplates, polled 831 full-time Gen Z workers in the United States and found that parental involvement starts early, with nearly a third of respondents having their parents write their CVs and covering letters. More than half reported that their parents spoke directly with hiring managers during their job search, and 63% had them submit applications on their behalf. But what's even more striking is that 77% of respondents said they had brought a parent to a job interview. For some, it was a symbolic show of support, while for others, it was a more active participation, with parents sitting in on conversations, answering questions, and even negotiating salaries. And this is the part most people miss. This level of parental involvement doesn't end once the contract is signed. In fact, 45% of respondents said their parents regularly speak with their managers, and a whopping 80% have had a parent contact them at least once about work-related matters. From handling workplace conflicts to requesting pay rises, parents are playing an increasingly active role in their children's professional lives. But is this a good thing? On the one hand, parents can offer valuable guidance and support, helping their children navigate the complexities of the workforce. On the other hand, excessive parental involvement can undermine a young worker's credibility and independence, signaling to managers and colleagues that they're not capable of handling things on their own. As Julia Toothaker, Chief Career Strategist at ResumeTemplates notes, parents can be supportive behind the scenes, but they shouldn't participate directly. It undermines credibility and can stunt professional growth, while also signaling to managers and colleagues a lack of independence. So, what's the solution? How can young workers balance the need for support and guidance with the need to establish their independence and credibility in the workplace? One approach might be to encourage young workers to develop their own communication skills, using resources like HR departments and online platforms to learn how to handle workplace conversations confidently. But here's the question. Are parents overstepping their bounds, or are they simply trying to help their children succeed in a tough job market? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think parental involvement in the workplace is a good thing, or does it go too far? Share your opinions in the comments below. And this is the part where we ask, what does the future of work look like when parents are increasingly involved in their children's professional lives? Will it lead to a more supportive and collaborative work environment, or will it create new challenges and conflicts? The answer, much like the survey results, is complex and multifaceted. But one thing is clear, the lines between work and family are blurring, and it's time for us to rethink our assumptions about what it means to be a successful and independent worker.